Should be able to hear us. Make sure we can hear us. Yeah, they should be able to hear us. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Welcome to our stream. Let me know you're there. Let me know you can hear us. We just had a few difficulties with getting live. For some reason, we did not want to connect to the camera. So apologies for that. We'll get going as soon as possible. Get you out of here and get this done. Let me know you're there. Say hello. Let me know you can hear me, and we'll get going. See how things are. Sure, we can unmute and we can hear everything. Right. Few people there. Hope you're well. Who's that in there?
Claire. Hi, Claire.
Hey, Claire.
Hi, Rowena.
Hey, Rowena. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Fantastic. All right, let's get going. Sorry about the delay. A few technical issues. Okay, let's go. I'll talk while I jog. So I hope everybody's well. Only a couple more weeks of this stuff left. Not long now. Who's there?
Hi, Alice.
Hey, Alice. Welcome. Apologies for being a few minutes late. I updated my Mac and it threw everything off. So that's why we've got no graphics at the bottom. I've got them saved. I just need to update them to the software. But we're good. It doesn't matter.
So something.
We don't need graphics. What we need is you, me, Jen, and a timer. That's all we need.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Is that echo again?
Is that echo again? It's got a delay on it. Okay, we're going to do 5 press-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 squats, just to get us back in time, just to catch up a little bit. Just get us all warm. We'll just do 1 round of warm-up, and we'll do a good loosening. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 5 press-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 squats, and we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's do a little bit of loosening to get us moving. Jen can stop that time when she's ready. Make sure you got some water and some space, and we'll get right to it.
Alice said she was late as well.
You're not late. You were meant to be at exactly the time you were meant to be. Time is nothing but an illusion. All right, so let's do a little bit of mobilization. Feet shoulder width apart. Big circles with the hips. Get everything nice and moving. That's it. And then the other way. Okay, now what we're going to do is twist 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now what we're going to do, big circles, feet shoulder width, a bit more apart, not shoulder width, but double shoulder width. What we're going to do is put your hands to your chest and literally down to the left, over to the middle, and circles. Just open those hips out even more. That's it. And then we'll do the other direction, change direction. Okay, now let's just stay hanging down, and we're going to touch 1, 2, and then 3 between. So we're going to go bounce 1, 2, 3, and then reverse 2, 1. Just keep going like this, just to get things nice and loose. And time. Roll your neck. Other direction. Circles with the shoulders. Another way. Okay, let's get going. So, we're going to work on elbows tonight. We haven't done them in a little while. Come a bit closer so you can see us doing some elbows. So what we're going to do is we're going to do them on your own, or you can do them with a partner, your choice. Or if you've got something to hit, if not, don't worry about it. Okay, so The key thing to elbows is to use the nice spiky part. Sorry I'm not in shorts and t-shirt tonight. It's a little bit cold in the gym. Absolutely freezing. So, first thing to note when we're doing elbows is the opposite hand stays. So, guard position, let's go for that. So, feet together, off to the side, back. We'll just get a little bit of a march in the feet. What we're going to do is a forward up elbow and then a right cross elbow. Or if you're southpaw, forward up elbow and then back cross elbow. Okay? Okay, one more time. So go up, cross.
Yes, elbows.
Okay, so nice and easy. Cross. So what we go is you go up on the front elbow, cross now. Break the technique down. So a little step when you do front elbow and you ram it forward. Okay? Ram it forward and keep your foot there and pivot your back foot. Okay? So step, pivot. If you've got a partner you can do stuff with, you can use hands. I call it like patter kick, baker's mat. So I'll bring Jen in. So when you're doing elbows with a partner, make sure your hands are a bit further out. I'm going to do your hold for you, Jen. Okay? So don't make sure your hands are here. Make sure a bit further out, just because, you know, I'm not saying you don't trust them, but you don't trust them. So what we're going to do is they're going to hit you on the inside of that palm with that elbow. So step in, so step one, and then come through, two. Now you should feel a good thud in the hand. If you feel like a slap, then that's probably not quite one. You're on a nice bony end piece. So one more time. So use your hand and target, okay? So if you've got it on your own, just remember, target, pivot. Now, little technique to work on is if I come a bit closer to you, when I throw the elbow, I turn the back of my hand to my own chest. Okay, so my palm on my hand is facing out. Look what it does. If I stand like this, I turn it over, my elbow instantly starts to come up. And that's where I want to do when I throw the elbow. So what I do is I turn my hand over. Okay? And when I throw the elbow, I'll come a bit closer. So when I throw the elbow, I turn my hand over. Okay, one more time. So I step, turn. Okay? So for the up elbow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and then cross. Okay? So come a bit further back. So up, cross. Okay? So let's do these a couple of times now. Let's repeat a few times. Okay? So up, cross. Yeah, Jen, you come in with me. Remember, up, cross. Let's see the people so they can see it. So up, cross. Up, cross. Now, when you do the up, sometimes you can think about it like brushing your hair. Okay? Slightly different from the ramming it forward kind of elbow. But the up elbow, we need to brush the hair a little bit more. We need to step at the same time. But when you ram, there's another elbow where you kind of do it up and straight like a spear, and you ram it forward. That's different. For this one, I'm going to come up. So kind of brush your hair on this side. So brush your hair on this side, turn in on that side. Okay? And again. So brush your hair coming forward, that's it. The up elbow is incredibly good for someone who's charging towards you, or someone's got hold of you. From a self-defense point of view, the elbows are a very, very good technique. One, the elbow's got very little feeling in it, so if you crack someone with it, you'll probably hurt them more than you. Two, that piece of bone there is a nasty bit of bone. You put this piece of bone at high velocity to a soft part of anybody else's body, I know what's coming out worst. Okay? And the up elbow is a good one if someone's grabbed hold of you or trying to sort of wrestle you. So if someone grabs you from the outside like this, you just come up with the up elbow, just crack it forward. Yeah? If someone's trying to grab you or someone's grab you by the scruff like this, what are you going to do? Just crack, ram it forward. Okay? It's the same for when boxing, ram it forward, cross. Okay? So up, boom, that's it, there you go. It also doesn't take a lot of motion to do this, over trying to hit someone.
And it's skinny, isn't it?
It's a skinny little, it can slip through gaps that most of the technique can't. Yeah? Ooh, that's it.
Especially like considering if you're fighting, you've got gloves on.
Yeah.
It's a lot smaller than the glove.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. What Jen was saying is the glove can get in the way sometimes, especially when you're clinching with someone. A big glove, it's very easy to block. So if you're trying to slip it up through, you've got a 6 ounce or an 8 ounce glove, or if you're sparring with 16, you can quite easily block it. But with an elbow, obviously not in sparring, they don't take a lot to sort of, and they produce a lot of torque. You know, that torquey energy to come up across. Okay? So a couple more times. Remember, just brush your hair, turn it. Now, just concentrate on the back leg as you do it. Okay? When you step, you go up elbow, and then you turn your hip. And see what I'm doing with my toes at the back. They're still connected to the floor, but my weight is 50-50 in my feet. I'm not leant in. A lot of people have this weird thing when they throw right hand or right foot, they go elbow, and they lean forward. What they do is when they throw punches, they kind of come up onto their toes because they either haven't stepped with their front foot enough, so step, punch, and turn their body, release their hips, or elbow, okay? So work on those a few more times, and then we'll work on another one. Boom, that's it, good. That's it. Okay, so one of my other favourite elbows is like an inside elbow. It's not really an elbow. Get yourself a drink of water while I talk. So I'll get some water there. Thank you, very glad. It's a really nice, which is what I call the inside elbow. It's very good for someone who's very close to you. So what we're going to do, I dropped it all down, it spilled completely all down me, sorry about that, is it's the inside motion of it. It's like when I'm training, I call it like a bitch slap, it's like a slap, like bam. Okay, so what it means is if you're very close to someone's got, so if Jan is grabbing around the body, or she's grabbed my arms around this, I'm on the inside like this. Okay, so just come up a bit closer, so you can see. So she's trying to go, I'm on the inside. What I'm going to do is just take, if they can quickly see here, and take the inside of my elbow and essentially just crack into the face. So from here, if I've got her like this, she's trying to grab me. If she's got control of my arm, but she hasn't got control of the inside of that, I bring it up and I essentially, just move your arm out the way for a second. What I do is I use the inside of that and bang. Now it's not the most concussive shot, it's not like a full-on shot or a full-on elbow, but it's enough to get someone to do something that they don't want to do. It gets a flinch reaction, so what you do is you come on the inside of this shot, okay? So if you're going to do it with your palms, with your partners, put your hand out, jump for a second. Is all you do is you come inside. You come inside, okay? So you use the inside of the elbow, so bang. You come out, and you basically, using your shoulder, rotate it inwards, and it works on both sides as well. Okay, works very well, very close. If someone's got a hold of you, those little elbows just make a big difference. They also work to the body. If you're in sparring or in a situation where someone's got a hold of your head and you're underneath, you can, if you wanted, they're real tight, you can use that into here. Now, it's not going to do a huge amount of damage, but what it'll do is it may break someone's posture a little bit. Okay, so Jen does it on this side. If I got hold of Jen like that and she uses one on the inside like that, I'm going to do something, and she just, you try and get the point in. Really get it. No, go for it. Yeah, just gets that little bit of a, just that, so you can do something else. And they may flinch, and then you can go on to other things. So it can be used to the side of the face, inside elbow, inside elbow, inside elbow. Or it can be used to the body. Far more effective if it's used to the body, sorry, not the body, to the head. You take one to the jaw. I've taken a few in sparring, and it's a bit of a, hey, hang on a minute for a second. It's not going to knock anybody out with it, but it certainly is going to get their attention briefly, while you can actually then move on, transition to another move, throw a punch, or you could go inside as they react outside. Okay, so the combination we're going to work on, we're going to go up, inside, cross. Okay, so we're going to come like this, we're going to go up, inside, cross. Okay, one more time, so I'll come close so you can see. So we're going to go up, inside, cross. One more time. So up, in. Oh, yeah, I did it wrong myself. Remember, up, inside, cross. So, Jen, come in and watch together. So remember, up, brush your hair, inside, cross. Remember, so up, bring your hand up as if you're going to salute, and then boom, and then cross, boom, that's it. So what Jen's going to do, she's going to come up, brush her hair with her lead hand, then she's going to salute, and then slap on the inside, boom, and then she's going to come cross, okay, so cross. Now, just to break that elbow down a little bit more, some of these things are little setups, so you can do other things. You know, as I said on Wednesday, they're quite often chained together links. So those things, that little slapping inside elbow, will be chained to get somebody else's attention. You know, it's not the final move, it's not the beginning, it's not the end. These are chained together to other different things. Okay. I mean, yeah, in a fight, if you then come up and go crack, and the person then faints and drops to the floor, fantastic. What will probably happen is if you crack someone, you'll probably hit gloves, you'll probably hit an arm or a glove, and that person will be like, holy moly, that person just thrown an uppercut elbow at me. And they'll probably flinch to work out what's gone in. You've come on the inside, they've gone, what's happening? And by the time you've done that, you come on the outside, you've cracked. It's probably the one that's going to land the most. Even if it lands on the gloves or on the arms, they're just flat out not very nice. The amount of torque you can generate, because the short lever and the motion arm you've got as you come around from the body and connection, it's just got huge amounts of torque. Okay. When you throw a punch, it's got a massive amount of torque, but it's a lot of it's kinetic energy. It's that energy as it leaves the body and it generates and accelerates. And that arm accelerates it down and it hits the person. But it hasn't got huge amounts of torque by the time, it's just explosive kinetic energy. With an elbow, it's just all muscle and torque. And that's why you see a lot of those fighters, once they land that elbow, it is just devastating game over stuff. You know, so let's work on this one a little bit more. Come on, join me, Jen. So, up, inside, cross. And you've got inside, cross. That's it, one more time. So, up, inside, cross. When you turn, come crossing down. Remember, step up, inside, cross. That's it. Works on both sides, remember? Up, inside, cross. Everything I do is just a complete mirror of each other. If you're orthodox or southpaw, doesn't matter, same thing, remember? Up, inside, cross. Okay, one more. Up, inside, cross. Up, inside, cross. And we're going to add one more elbow on. Now, a lot of these elbows, I will confess, there's probably only two elbows you'd use in a fight. And there's the up elbow and the cross elbow. Very rarely will you see all the other elbows being used, but there is a myriad of them. And the downward spearing elbow is another one we're going to work on. Okay. So, the spearing elbow is essentially what you do is you bring your hand up, bang, you bring it down on top. The idea is to come across the top of someone's face. Okay, so what we're going to do is you reach for the stars and then crack it down onto the face.
So would you say this one's more for doing damage than for looking somewhere?
This is a damaging shot, definitely. You know, if you've if you ever watched ONE FC, if you look at John Haggerty, he won against fights against, wasn't Rod Tang, it was, I can't remember what was his name now, it's come off, it's escaping me right now. And he did a lovely downward elbow. As they're coming forward to the clinch, the guy was coming to clinch him, he comes up and he goes crack down the side, the front of the guy's face. It got his attention real quick, you know? And then he changed it onto some other techniques, okay? It did quite a lot of damage. It got the guy's attention quickly, but then he obviously used other techniques afterwards. So what we're gonna do is work on this downward. So we reach for the stars, pull them down, boom, okay? Simple. Now, it is quite a showy technique, I will admit, but it's still a technique and it's still a valid one, it's certainly in Muay Thai. So we're going to strap it together, we're going to add that in between. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up elbow, down elbow, inside, cross, okay? It's all on one side a little bit, but okay. So, up with the front elbow, downward, inside, cross. Okay, Jen? Let's go. So what we're going to do is, come a bit closer so you can see. Up elbow, downward elbow, inside, and then a cross elbow. Okay, one more time. So,
Twisting my brother.
yeah, up, down, inside, cross. One more time. It's good to stand and be watching.
Like a test, yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to do it without your own?
Have you
Can you
been
remember
listening?
it? Have you been listening? Have you been listening, viewers? Remember, up, down, inside, cross. Remember? Oh, it's like a dance. Slip, slide, crisscross. I can't dance for crap. So remember, up, down, inside, cross. That's it. One more time. So up, down, inside, cross. You need to throw it with a bit of vigor, a bit of jerk, because that little momentum. You can't throw an elbow, like if I'm with Jen now, hands up, you can't go doosh like a punch, because you're committing your body forward a lot. As in, if I come back like that, all Jen needs to do is throw a straight right. Okay, from an elbow, it's generally real short and fast. Okay, and Jen does it to me, she literally short and fast and close range. If someone's giving you jip, elbow, all day long. I will caveat that, if you do throw an elbow and catch someone, you can do a lot of damage. Do think about that, the consequences of it. Obviously that person wants to hurt you, then their problem. But short elbow. So what we're going to do, again, that's it. Up, down, inside, cross. And Jen does it to me. So up, down. So she's forgotten already. Up, down. Remember. Up, down, inside, cross. I'll do one to you. So up, down, inside, cross. And you come to me. Up, down, inside, cross. What's that?
It's just for weird.
Yeah, they are a funny little technique and things like that. Okay, time check. See where we are, Jen. What time are we on?
7:26.
7:26. We started about 5 minutes late,
Yes,
so we just need to do a
Little
good old burnout.
burnout.
All right. So we didn't do a burnout on Wednesday, did we?
I feel like we did.
Did we?
Did we do a burnout?
Did we? Let me know in the comments section. Did we do a burnout?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. Wednesday was a long time ago. Let me know in the
we
comments.
Did some teeth. When did we do teeth? I remember
I thought it was
that one.
Monday.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure the people on there, the
Someone remembers.
democracy of this.
Someone was paying attention.
Someone was paying attention, it wasn't me.
Right, so what we're going to do tonight?
Alright, so tonight we are going to work on core. Okay. Nice and simple, we're going to do flutter kicks. What's that? Did you say that? We definitely did. Alice said we definitely did.
Alice wasn't there on Wednesday.
She did it on replay.
Ah,
Did it on replay.
nice one.
Because I saw she commented on it. What's that she said? I'm still recovering. Jorina says I think so. Anyway, doesn't matter, we're still going to do it. We are going to do flutter kicks. We did the teach continuously.
How was that one?
Alright, so, timekeeper, 1.5 minutes please, of flutter kicks. If you don't know what flutter kicks are, Jenny's about to demonstrate. No, I'll demonstrate. So literally, all you do,
That's like 1 minute ago.
just the one, she just told me one. This has been tagged for good for children, so please use, let me go
That's why I'm
live.
off camera.
Yeah, she's off camera flipping me the bird, which is fine. We're going to sit on your hands, and what you're going to do is bring your feet out and just flutter them. Okay? I like flutter kicks because they're horrible. David Goggins does them. He does lots of them. Alright, so find yourself a nice position to lie down. It's a lovely position. 1.5 minutes. You get to see my feet. So all you're going to do is literally do this. Nice and simple.
Ready?
Okay, you ready? Count it down, Jen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Go.
Keep going, guys. That's it. What's up?
Oh, you've got your hands in it.
Put your hand under your bum. It just kind of positions your pelvis into the right position. I can't sing because I'll get stopped because of copyright reasons. I'm sure the algorithm can work out what I'm trying to copy.
Just 1 minute to go.
1 minute to go, people. 30 seconds down.
Look here and
Oh, it's kicking in now. Oh, it's kicking in now.
45 to go.
45 seconds. Keep it coming. Keep those legs nice and straight. Work those abs, work those legs. Oh, yes. Woo.
30 to go.
30 seconds. Oh. Count it down, Jen.
20 to go.
20. Oh, that was 20 a few seconds ago.
This is proper 20 as
Oh,
well.
proper 20, not my 20.
15.
That was a long 5 seconds.
10. 5.
4.
3. 2. 1.
5. Okay. Okay, left leg, hug it into your chest. Turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Lie down. Left leg hug it into your chest. It's about the time you find out if you need the toilet or not. Okay, both legs into the chest. Get in. Okay, stretch your left leg out, just keep your right leg in. And for the last time, both knees into the chest, curl yourself into a ball, put your forehead to your knees if you can, and roll around. If you can, roll yourself up into a sitting position. Okay, feet, sitting position, just sit here for a few seconds. What we're going to do is, all we're going to do is just lie down, not lie down. Put your hands out in front of you and stretch down and just give a lower back stretch, okay? Let's go. Yeah, change the feet over, left over right, right over left, whatever you need to do. Okay, so please carry on stretching. Sorry I was a few minutes late, technical hitches kicked me square in the unwatts. That serves me right for doing an update just a couple of hours before I come out. I thought, okay, alright, just do an update, fine, just an update. Alright, I don't know, I did it. So, Sunday, circuits, please, if you've got a weight, please bring it. We'll work out a nice weighted circuit. If you don't, that's fine. All the techniques will be available for both weighted and non-weighted. But if you have a weight, a kettlebell, something heavy, I don't care, a bag of rucksacks, some bag of books, you know, a Hoover, a large cat.
Small child.
Small child, yeah, you can strap a small child onto your back if you wanted to. Another person, if you wanted to. Just something that gives you a bit more resistance and weight, you know what I mean? So that will just help, and thank you so much. So, I hope you enjoyed our session on elbows. Remember, be safe, don't use them unless you have to. You know, with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, sometimes it's good to learn to defend yourself, or have the knowledge that you could do horrible things to people for the right reasons. That's what they say.
Alice has loved it as always. Elbows are the best.
Yeah, elbows
Yeah.
are proper dirty. If you get, oh yeah. In Muay Thai and sparring, certainly here and in Thailand, you don't use elbows in sparring because they produce, even with pads on, they produce a lot of damage. What's that?
She misses the cats.
Oh yeah, I miss the cats too now.
Ah, Joanne's there.
Hey Yuan, how are you? Thanks for joining. Sorry we're late. As I was saying, in sparring we don't use elbows at all. Because it's very difficult to judge the amount of effort that goes in, because it doesn't take a lot because of the torque they generate to actually produce. So in sparring you won't use them. So it's very difficult to do them, but because obviously in fighting we use them, but if from a self-defense, massive, I would always use elbows because, well, they're elbows. So have a lovely afternoon tomorrow. Hope you stay safe, and we'll see you all on